Hello, thank you for joining me. We're going to do a highway drive at night on FSD 14.2.1 in my AI4 Model 3. Let's get started. Get out of that parking lot nicely. I'm going to try to do hurry on this drive. It's a little later. I don't think the cops will be out. Plus, when it's a little later, people tend to drive faster, so won't stick out. Probably people be driving faster than me, even in hurry. Drive mostly in standard, but it is nice with hurry having that higher speed offset of 10 miles an hour. Really asserts itself much better on the entrance ramps. try to pass somebody, they speed up. You can see that happening on both of these vehicles. I'm going 80 the whole time. Especially if you try to pass them slow just by going a couple miles an hour above them. It's, I'd say 50, probably maybe even over 50% of the drivers that just speed up. It's just a human nature behavior. You can also see there's people that are going, it's probably about 90 in the left lane there. Mad Max, it doesn't go fast enough. It's that same car, now they're going reminds me of people watching all these cars and how their behaviors constantly change as they get on and off the phone. It's probably a big part of it. I don't think we're going to get away from this car. The one headlight or one tail light. Been a while, but I remember talks, it's probably been a year since I've heard about this, but it talks about the full self-driving system identifying bad drivers and staying away from them. I don't know if they're really going to do that. That might have been a pre-end-to-end neural net project they abandoned when they went to end-to-end neural nets and V12. Really like this behavior of getting over into this lane to pass, knowing that the exit's less than 2 miles away. This is something that V13 struggled with. So it'd be 0.8 miles and it would still sometimes try to get over to the left to pass people in hurry mode, even in standard sometimes. Now we're going all the way from 80 down to, or 78 down to 55, knowing that we have to be in this lane to exit, which is great. V13 did not handle those situations very well. It did not like reducing its speed that much. Edit the trip here. Get rid of that. find it very fascinating, these scenarios on the highway. In a way, it's just a big open canvas, so there's not a whole lot of conditions, road conditions, weird, situations and circles and all that stuff. It's just a blank canvas with lanes, but the cool thing is you really get to see how it interacts with everybody else, and and you figure out pretty quick that the biggest the most dangerous thing on the road is the humans and how erratically they drive. This is why I prefer standard. I would prefer it get over and leave this lane open. And just get into this lane whenever it needed to pass. But it's just staying in this lane. There's no one behind me, so it's not a big deal. But when you're in this lane, I'm always conscious to make sure that there's no one behind me. Or if I'm in the lane to the right of here, I literally could care less. Because I know there's going to be a faster path around me to the left. None of this will matter when we're unsupervised, but at this point, you still have to pay attention. Really slowly, that's when it happens. People just want to speed up. And by people, I mean I do it too. If I'm not thinking about driving, back in the days where we used to actually drive our cars before FSD, find myself doing the same thing. So it's just more of a human nature thing. Alright, we're getting off here. Done this several times. There's where we're turning up here, there's a lot of construction, but it's not closed. So at the right turn, it might try to, we'll see what happens, but it might try to take us down the wrong path, and I might have to intervene or quickly correct the route. Or I may just let it do what it wants to do. We'll see. Right now, I'm going to move it over so I can see it. It's saying turn right. It helps when there's cars leading it on to turn. It's weird that the light's not working. Yeah, we're good to go. Shouldn't have said anything. With those cones very well. B14 really handles that stuff great. 13 also handled it, but it would handle it with a little more caution, a little less confidence. we're turning into our final destination, Ace Hardware. See how it does parking. Sometimes it's kind of hit and miss because this is all brand new stuff. The map just shows it as a field, basically. Or as a, yeah, I guess. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, not a field, but just 6 months ago, none of this was here. All right, that was uneventful, intervention-free highway drive. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.